Today's word vitamin is on one of the big boys, the big emotional fitness challenge that most of us face in adult life, and that is forgiveness. And I've found with many people that I've spoken to that come to me to help emotionally detox and have a look at some of the areas they're blocked. And when we have a look at the subject of forgiveness, I mean, some things are unforgivable, you know, and I think where we file what forgiveness actually is for us is a personal journey, but some perspectives that I'd like to offer and that I write about in today's word vitamin that might be useful if it's an emotional muscle that you feel you cramp on and you don't feel strong enough with. And Gandhi, I've quoted one of his, beautiful sayings around forgiveness, that it's not for the weak, only the strong can forgive. But when we think of strength with emotional fitness, emotional core strength is very much about not losing our balance. So no different to physical fitness, where strength is all about your core strength. From a place of core strength, you can do a lot of exercises because you've got flexibility and your center of gravity is solid. Now, our emotional center of gravity, people that are emotionally resilient can actually have the flexibility around that assertive place, and they don't lose their balance and fall into submission or topple into aggression. Now, forgiveness does not mean condoning behaviour. We can forgive people in our past, in our lives, that have done unforgivable things, and that means we don't condone them. What it means, and what it's meant for me in my world, is that we've found a place of peace. We've been able to file it and make peace with it, but it doesn't mean that we then allow the same situations to keep occurring. We don't put our head on the chopping block anymore, and we develop some boundaries around that. But the hardest thing often is forgiving people. We can often say, I don't understand how that person could do that. How can somebody do that? And understanding that some people don't understand can be really emotionally confusing to try and get your head around that. And then there are people that do understand exactly what they're doing, and they still do unforgivable things, very hurtful things. And in that case, that person's always operating from a place of fear and using force and emotional cruelty or physical cruelty or whatever they're doing with their morality that has hurt you. So just coming back to the whole word forgiveness, it's all about taking your hands off of that other person's throat. Because while we are blaming and shaming and focusing on that external wound, we can't embrace anything else. And the letting go is that person's not going to change, but letting go of putting our energy on that and surrendering to the fact that it is what it is, it's happened, we don't condone it, but we're at peace with, and peace is that place we get to, and I've had to do a lot of work in therapy around just bathing the wound and then getting to that place of healing. So we'll always have an emotional scar, but it doesn't mean it impairs our emotional mobility. So there's lots to look at in forgiveness, and I'm not saying I'm right. All I try and do with emotional fitness is share with a torch different ways you could reconcile this word forgiveness within your own heart. And I don't know about you, but I've done some unforgivable things. I've been, an insensitive, disconnected person, and I probably will be again. I'm only 53. I'm a young woman. I can probably stuff up again. However, I'm fortunate these days that I have in my orbit people that would forgive me, and I will make amends. But there are people in my past that won't ever forgive me, for breaking wedding vows and divorcing or whatever, speaking my truth when it meant they felt betrayed. And we have to make peace with the fact that they're entitled to not forgive us, but it doesn't mean we have to spend our life focusing on that. Lots to think about there. I hope it's been helpful. Feel free to read the word vitamin if you get a chance. And I hope the hours ahead are beautiful and peaceful for you. Mwah! Lots of love. See you tomorrow. Bye.